This is probably the most important thing about how to live your best life in college that you will not hear anywhere else. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over how to live your best life as a college student. Make sure you guys stick around to the end because I will give you the most important tip is going to be at the end of the video. One thing that no one tells you is how hard college is going to be. Not just for the academics, but encompassing it as a whole. Because you go through so much change, not just talking like living situation, new environment, new classes. You don't really have anyone familiar around you from like high school or previously your family. So we're gonna go into how to navigate all of that. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I recommend you guys is just get social. I know, like as an introvert myself, I'm like, yeah, like sometimes it's very hard to put yourself out there. But I'm telling you, once you do, it makes a world of a difference. And especially just like those first couple weeks when you first arrive onto campus and you're getting settled in, you're getting into your classes and starting getting things, so important. So everybody tells you how to do that, but nobody actually tells you how to go about making friends and getting social. So here is my recommendation. So number one, right, is just leave your door open, metaphorically and physically. So basically what that means is, for me, when I was in my freshman year, my roommate and I, we like left our door cracked. Like this is like the first couple days of school, obviously, but it just leaves that air that somebody can actually come in and say hi to you rather than like having your door closed all the time, or it just makes you seem more open of a person. Secondly, I also do recommend like going and trying to go a little bit out of your way to go to events and stuff, because typically at the beginning they have a lot of like orientation events or like get to know the people on your floor type of deal. So take advantage of that because you're going to be stuck with these people for pretty much the whole year long. So it's really nice to be able to make a connection with them early on and get on people's good sides. Now, if that's a little bit too much for you and you don't really want to go that far out of your way, I recommend study groups. These are insane, life-changing. I'm telling you, if you find a good study group, you are golden for the rest of the semester or until that class is done. So basically, how do you do this? Because again, a lot of people tell you like you need to do things, but they don't really give you the tools to be able to execute that. It's always easiest to be able to do this at the beginning of the semester. I cannot emphasize that enough. The earlier, the better. So what you want to do is maybe try and sit next to someone who you don't know or who you don't recognize. Maybe you don't see them on your floor, and just try to be able to get a dialogue going, maybe like at the very beginning of class or towards the end of class, and then from there you can kind of bring it up later next time you see them, like, hey, have you completed the assignment for this class, or what were you thinking of doing for your topic for this project? So just like little things like that, to be able to have that common similarity between you two goes a long way. Alright, so the next thing to be able to live your best life in college is to go out and explore. I'm telling you, there is so much beyond the little confines of your school buildings, and you're most likely in a completely new area than you've ever been before. So you honestly can go by yourself. I always recommend bringing friends just because it's a little bit more safer and a bit more fun. But in the event that everybody's busy, you can go by yourself, girl or guy or they or them. Please just like get out off campus, because when you stay on campus all the time, it can almost feel like you're a little bit trapped. But go and try a new food place, go to a park, go shopping, whatever makes you happy. Just get off of campus, because I can assure you there are so many hidden gems and it is insane. Like there's so many places that I still have on my bucket list that I want to go to, but I swear it makes life so much more fun. And these things don't have to cost a lot of money. You can totally just go to a park with a couple friends, maybe bring like some fruit or like a picnic basket and just like have a little picnic. As long as you are able to get off of campus and go and explore museums, like parks, like literally anything, I totally recommend doing that. And if you do party going off your campus, please be safe. Just make sure you have people around you who will take care of you and who you trust enough to be around. The next thing I recommend doing to live your best life in college, as a college student pretty much, is get involved. I know this is so scary, like you don't even know what you want to do, much less if your major is actually what you want to do for the rest of the 4 years. So I can get it. It is so overwhelming. But if you have the time, most universities or colleges, they normally have like an org fair, organization or club fair, something similar to that. Just go to it, please. Please. Basically what that does is, even if you don't join anything like while you're at that fair, you typically collect like information, maybe little like leaflets, things like that give you more information about the club, and you can always email somebody later and be like, hey, I want to join your club. But it's just simple things like that. But it's more so just being able to get out and see what the university has to offer, because I guarantee you there is most likely something for you that you can find that piques your interest. Like there are some things at my school that I didn't even know we had until I went to the org fair on my sophomore year. I'm like, we have this here? Who knew? But anyways, yeah. So make sure you attend that. And it's always easiest if you bring a couple friends along with you, because it definitely gets a little bit overwhelming, because upperclassmen are just people who have been at the college longer than you. They are trying to shove so much stuff in your face, and it's a lot. But just take the leaflets, recycle them if you don't want them. But just, it's so important to go just to be able to know what's out there and have that knowledge. This is probably the most important thing about how to live your best life in college that you will not hear anywhere else. What is this, Valerie? What is it? The most important thing, in my opinion, is being able to have a space where you're alone and you can feel comfortable in. Now, going into college, you most likely have a roommate or someone you're living with that you haven't before, and you're going to be surrounded by people like almost 24/7. So even if it's just finding like a good study spot on campus where you can put your headphones in and kind of just like focus, or be able to journal, or if it's the gym, going and getting your body moving and doing something like that, just find your happy place, a peaceful place for you where you can be by yourself but also be completely comfortable. Because being an introvert myself, I know it can be draining being around people 24/7, and sometimes you just need that alone time. You need to be by yourself, kind of recenter yourself. So that is honestly my most important tip, guys. I find that it is so underrated, and actually being able to spend time with yourself and alone, just because we all need it. I know some people out there who are extroverts, they're like, I love being around people, and more power to you, but I find that most people who I've talked with, it is healthy and beneficial for them to be able to have a space that they're comfortable in, that they can feel like themselves and don't have to feel like they're putting on a performance or trying to act like someone who they're truly not. Oh guys, just one more pro tip, okay? Make sure you get a pair of nice clothes, alright? I'm talking like professional, like business casual. There have been so many times where I have needed that in my first year, or a class has required it for a presentation or something. So for guys, just make sure you have like a collared shirt and a nice pair of slacks. For girls, you could either do a dress or maybe have some like dress pants and a decent top. But it is like, moving into college, you don't realize how much you might actually need it. So definitely recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned how to, thrive and live your best life in college. And I have the utmost faith in you that you are going to have a wonderful semester, a wonderful year. If you're in college, leave a comment down below saying what is your favorite thing so far or something that you're most looking forward to. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!